Do you feel like your business needs a little bit of a refresh to help you grow this year? Because in this episode, we're taking a fresh look at your branding and messaging as we kick off the new year. We'll explore why it's really crucial to evaluate and refresh your brand regularly and offer some practical steps to help you to align your messaging with your current business goals, as well as trying to share some inspiring ideas and to help you to move through your rebranding efforts. So join me as I jump in and share the why, the what and the how. You're listening to the Stable Business Podcast. I'm your host, Jenny Bush, here to chat all things equine business with a new episode every week from me or from the best in the biz. Now, don't forget to leave a review and, of course, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss an episode when it drops. Hello and welcome back to the podcast. I am your host, Jenny Bush, also known as the Equine Business Assistant. And today we are taking a deep dive into the importance of re-evaluating and repositioning your brand and messaging for the year ahead. So why do we want to do that? First of all, why would that be anything that's worth doing? Now, it is the start of a new year, and many of us make New Year's resolutions and goals. And this tradition isn't just for individuals. Businesses too can benefit from this time of reflection and planning. If you would like a copy of my review and plan journal, all you need to do is find me on social media at Equine Business Assistant. So that's on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok. I'm trying TikTok. I don't know if it's going to work, but you could find me on TikTok too and send me a message and ask for my review and plan journal, or find the picture of it. There is a picture of it at the moment on my feed, and you should be able to get the link there, and I will send that to you. So because now is a brilliant time for you to do that review and to reassess your brand imaging, your message, and what it is that you want in the year ahead. Because as we all know, the market and consumer behavior is constantly evolving, and your business is constantly evolving as well as your goals. So it's crucial that your branding and messaging mirror that change. Now, this is a great time of year to do it. There's no better time than in the new year, in January, when you can actually look at the past year's achievements, the challenges, the learnings, and apply the insights to your brand strategy. Because if your brand didn't get refreshed in 2023, it's time for a little bit of a look and to make sure that you are actually doing what you need to do in order to reach those customers, grow your business, to achieve your goals. So how do we do this? Now, one way is by checking in with the core aspect of your brand. So a lot of the time people confuse brand and branding with colors and logos, but it's not. It's so much more. Your brand barn includes your voice, your appearance, your tone, your typography, how you come across, and it enables your business to stay relevant. So refreshing your brand will help you to reach new audiences and to re-engage existing customers, and a thoughtful process in rebranding. So don't rush to make dramatic changes, throwing the baby out with the bathwater, because then you actually do risk alienating your loyal customers, and we don't want to do that. But what we want to do is just make sure that we've learned some lessons from last year, and we are giving a refresh, giving a little bit of a buzz build to your business, and making it look like it is evolving and on point for next year. So practical steps. So now that we understand the importance of actually reevaluating your brand, how do we go about doing it? So there are a few things that I think will really, really help. And of course, one of them I refer to as my vetting, which is basically market research. I have got tools in the Stable Foundations Hub all on how to do this market research, but you're going to be looking at your consumer preferences, the competitors, current market trends, and identify areas that you can differentiate and areas that you can improve. You're also going to look at your current brand positioning. So if you were to look at your brand from the perspective of your ideal client or your target audience, does your brand actually reflect and represent your business values and your offerings? Does it resonate with your audience? Are you getting that engagement? Are you getting that connection? And you can use that evaluation to identify where you're going to improve in terms of your branding and your messaging. And then, of course, you're going to make sure that you align your messaging with your business goals, because your brand message ultimately should reflect your business goals. And if your goal is to enter a new market, or your goal is to get more clients, or your goal is to move in some sort of direction at all, your messaging needs to appeal to that. So your goal needs to promote new products or services. Your message might need to highlight the features and benefits. So I've got some questions. I've got 10 questions for you to be able to evaluate your branding and messaging. I'm going to pop these into the show notes so you can refer back to them. But of course, if you've got a pen and paper to hand, now might be a good time to take some notes down. So question number 1, I want to ask you, does your current brand accurately represent your mission and your values? Does it accurately represent your mission and your values? Then question number 2, is your brand message consistent across all platforms and communications? So what platforms do you need to look at and say, is it consistent? Is your messaging consistent? Then I'm going to ask, does your brand resonate with your target audience? So question number 3, does your brand resonate with your target audience? Question number 4, are you effectively differentiating yourself from your competitors? So, are you different from your competitors for all the right reasons? Question number 5, is your brand messaging clear and easy to understand? Because again, any level of confusion will result in people not booking or buying. So when you go and look at it, is it clear and is it easy to understand? And if you want, you could put these questions into a survey for some clients and get them to answer it. There's a little bit of an extra tip. Okay, the next question. Does your brand message highlight your unique selling proposition or your USP? Does it highlight why you are different, why you are unique? Next question. Have you received any feedback or reviews that indicate for areas of improvement in terms of your branding or your messaging? Have you had any feedback? Next question. Is your brand message aligned with your current business goals? Can your brand message be easily adapted to appeal to new markets or promote new products or services? Have recent market trends or changes in consumer behaviour highlighted any areas that your branding or messaging might need updating? Okay, so those are the questions. If you would love to have any support on that, please do make sure you head to my website, jennibush.com, and you can book in your free consultation and we could even go through this. But ultimately, go and have a look and a refresh. And if you check out my Instagram, you'll see that I have done exactly, I don't just preach this stuff, I have practiced it. I have gone and I have given my brand a refresh, especially on Instagram, and I'll be going through my website and making sure that I do all those things. So having a list of the assets that you need to be having that refresh to can really, really help. So of course, refreshing your brand at the start of a new year is a powerful way to ensure that your business stays relevant, reaches new audience, and re-engages your existing customers. So do use these steps. And if you've got any questions, feel free to ask me or head to Instagram, send me a message and ask me there. And I hope it has helped you to guide your rebranding efforts. And remember, of course, thoughtful rebranding can set your business up for success all year. So thank you so much for joining me today. If you found value in this episode, do remember to subscribe and leave a review, because your feedback and support will really help me to reach more entrepreneurs like yourself. So until next time, take care and I'll speak to you soon. Do you feel like your business needs a little bit of a refresh to help you grow this year? Because in this episode, we're taking a fresh look at your branding and messaging as we kick off the new year. We'll explore why it's really crucial to evaluate and refresh your brand regularly and offer some practical steps to help you to align your messaging with your current business goals, as well as trying to share some inspiring ideas and to help you to move through your rebranding efforts. So join me as I jump in and share the why, the what, and the how.